Hey everyone, so today's video is going to be a chopping block. If you've never seen one of these videos before, I haven't done one in a while, but basically I chose a few products from my collection that I potentially want to declutter. I just don't want to declutter them to declutter them. I'd rather use them a little bit more and then decide if I still want them in my collection or if I want to declutter them. So these are just a few products that I found or picked out in my collection around the time when I was doing my declutter series, and I do have a whole declutter playlist. If you want to go check out those videos, I will have it linked in the description box. But these are just a few that I wanted to try out some more before I made the decision to declutter them. And since I'm just introducing the products to you today, I will do an update video on these products in probably about a month or so. So definitely stay tuned for that and to see my updates on these products. But let's just go ahead and get straight into showing you the actual products. So first off, we have a single eyeshadow from Colourpop. This is obviously one of their Super Shock shadows, specifically in the shade Birthday Boy. This was one of my only Colourpop single shadows that didn't completely dry out. I did declutter all my other Super Shocks, but I do like the shade. This was actually one that I decluttered. Initially, I decluttered all of my Super Shocks, and I actually brought this one back into my collection before I got rid of it because I thought this would be a really pretty one done shadow, and it definitely is, but I just don't reach for single shadows a ton, and I don't have a lot of single shadows in my collection, at least like single shadows in this type of pot form. So I want to use this a little bit more and decide if I actually want to keep it in my collection and if it's worth it to keep it and I will actually get use out of it. Next up, I have a powder highlight from Ofra. This was actually part of the Samantha March collection, so it is in the shade Start Inspired. And as you may know, the Ofra highlighters are super intense. This looks pretty much brand new, but I did actually use it quite a few times when I got it. It looks literally brand new though, and I'm not a fan of a super intense highlight. So I do just want to try this out a little bit more and see how I like it because I haven't used it in a really long time, and it does look really beautiful in the pan, and I like that it's also split into quarters. So these two are the same sort of pinky tone, and then these two are the same more gold tone. So I like that you do have a couple different highlighter options in one product, but sometimes I feel like this is just a little bit too intense for me, so I just want to try it a little bit more since I haven't used it in a while. And I do also have a liquid highlighter that I want to try out some more. I haven't used in a really long time. This is the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops. These used to be so popular back in the day, which sounds like forever ago, probably in like 2016. Maybe even earlier than that. I don't even know when these came out, but this is in the shade Moonlight, and I do really enjoy this product, but again, it's super intense. I never ever used it. I probably haven't used it in a few years at least, so I feel like this is good to put under your foundation, or if you just use the tiniest amount. It is really beautiful as a highlight. I do really love the way this looks, but sometimes again I feel like it's a little bit too intense, and I also just don't really reach for it, especially in this sort of liquid format. So I do just want to sort of bring it into my bathroom where I have all the makeup that I use daily and see if I actually use it, and if I do use it, if I still like it and like the way it looks. This is one I feel like I have put on a chopping block before, so maybe it is time for me to just get rid of this because it is so old, but we'll see how I feel about it. Then I do have a lip liner here from Bite Beauty. This is in the shade 28. I also have the shade 38, which I like the 38 shade a lot more. Bite Beauty is, I don't think they still have these. I think they have some kind of lip liner. I'm not sure if they have the same shades, but this is a lot more pink than I usually go for. I guess I will swatch it. It's kind of like a mid-tone pink, so it is really pretty. I feel like I haven't really worn this or used it much, so again, this is one I just need to wear a little bit more to see if I like the look of it on me. And then lastly, I have two Colourpop lipsticks. One is in the shade Hey Mr. DJ, which is this one sort of like a reddish tone. I feel like these look really different when you swatch them out. That is Hey Mr. DJ right there. I feel like this also looks different on my skin tone compared to some swatches I've seen of these. And then the other one is called Mesmerize. I will also swatch this for you guys just for fun. But I do definitely prefer Mesmerize, I feel like, over Hey Mr. DJ. But I also never ever reach for these. These are both the Velvet Blur formula, which is the only reason I kept them. I used to have more of this Velvet Blur formula, but I decluttered all the other ones already. And these two just kind of stuck in my collection because I couldn't bring myself to get rid of them. But they are more bright colors that I just don't really reach for. So again, I need to use these some more and see how I actually feel about them when I see them on my lips. So that is it for all of the products on my chopping block. This is a super short video, which I am not surprised, but I tried to add some more products into this video to put on my chopping block. I didn't just want to throw random products into here if I'm not actually wanting to potentially declutter them. So that was all I had for the products to put on my chopping block. I really hope you guys enjoy this, and I hope you stay tuned to see the update on this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. I do post new videos about once a week, so if you want to see more from me, make sure to subscribe and don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notified every time I post. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.